Sometimes we want to meditate, or we want to rest, or we want to do some self-inquiry. We want to slow down. We want to just kind of pause. But the mind is going so fast, and the thoughts are coming so quickly, and they won't stop. And sometimes when that's happening, it's almost like we just wish someone was right there to constantly bring us back to breath, or constantly bring us back to this moment. Because the mind is coming in, and it's so strong that it's coming and taking attention in a way that we can't quite disconnect from or have a relationship with. And so I decided to do this video after a few people had requested that, just saying, it's like I want someone there, right there sometimes with me, just constantly bringing me back, constantly bringing me back. And so that's what I'll be doing in this video. I'll be constantly bringing attention back to something grounded or rooted in this moment. It may be in breath, it may be something in another sense. It may be pretty tangible, it may be not so tangible, but repeatedly I will be bringing attention back into something of this moment, which will allow the nervous system to get a little bit of rest, a little bit of space, and so that the right and the left hemispheres of the brain can come in, work together, and allow for more of a relationship to your direct experience as it is now, as opposed to most of attention kind of going into left brain type involvement. So to do this this rest, you can be sitting, you can be walking, you can be standing. Obviously, I'm going to be sitting, so it will be kind of catered towards a sitting posture, but you can do it in movement. You can do it on a walk. So just to start with, I'm going to be assuming thoughts are kind of rapid firing. So again, that's kind of the audience of for this video. So you might notice some kinds of physiological symptoms or signs of distress. You might be not just having lots of thoughts, but you might be having lots of sensations that are kind of gripping, moving inward, as if your sense of being is small, or as if something is happening, some kind of threat or danger might be seeming to be happening. The breath may be shallow. There's other physiological symptoms that you might be noticing. Maybe you're cold, maybe you're hot. So the first thing that I'm just going to honor that, like your physiological state may be somewhat activated. And just to kind of acknowledge that, okay, yes, there may be, my system's ramped up, might be the language. Or, wow, things are really, really going. Or, wow, I'm really anxious right now. Or, I'm really in the grip. So just acknowledging that may be your actual reality right now. And although there's a part of you that's really wanting that to go away, in this moment we're actually not trying to force that to go anywhere. We're just going to acknowledge that, yes, that's your experience right now, and acknowledge that. While all that is happening, as you're able, I want you just to bring your attention to the simplest of happenings in this moment, the simplest of factual happenings, so to speak, that exists beyond a right or wrong and a good or a bad, which is that you're sitting or you're standing. So just taking a moment to just simply acknowledge that there is sitting happening, again, or standing, but I'm going to repeat the word sitting just because that's what I'm doing and what you might be doing. Maybe you're laying down. But just kind of notice the positioning of your body. No right or wrong, good or bad. There's just what's already happening, what's already in process, so to speak, or in this moment of now. There's some kind of way your body is engaged through sitting, lying, standing. And we know that it's not flying, so we know that it's under the weight of gravity. And in some way, your body is bound by the gravitational rules. So there's contact with some kind of ground or some kind of object. Now you can keep the eyes open, or you can close them for a little less stimulation. But if it's more peaceful or useful, I'd rather say, keep the eyes open, whatever is good for your system. Yeah, just noticing what your body is connecting with, very tangibly, very simple. It might just be that there's something under your sit bones. So just noticing that. Keep coming in this moment to the sit bones. With every exhalation, keep coming to the sit bones and the legs, maybe the upper thighs. Keep coming to the sit bones and the upper thighs. And you may notice some gripping or holding here. And just check it out. Maybe move the legs a little bit and just see, are the inner thighs gripped or holding? Is the sphincter tensed or holding? Breathing in and then breathing out to sit bones and upper thighs. Breathing in and keep bringing your attention down and out. And this time dropping a little bit lower. Breathing in. Whatever your pace is for breathing is fine. And then when you breathe out, bringing your attention to the lower legs. The lower legs are going to be situated exactly as they are. In some way there's contact being made, whether it's with air or clothing. Maybe they're tucked under you, so you might feel weight on them, or maybe you can feel the support of the floor nearby. Breathing in and breathing out as you connect to the lower leg. Down to the feet. The body naturally breathes in. And then just with conscious attention, notice the breath going down and out of the body. Invite the out breath to go down to where you're attending to with your attention, so down to the feet. So it's like you're going to imagine the air naturally comes in, and then you're going to, with intent, breathe it down your body to your feet as the air goes out of your nose or your mouth. Really staying fully conscious with that exhalation as it moves its way down to your feet. The breath naturally comes in, and you may stay very curious with the inhalation itself as well, but mainly just noticing the breath is coming in and out and staying consciously with the exhalation as it comes down and out. Noticing the body moves with this rhythm of breath, keeping the attention coming down and out of the body. With every exhalation, letting the body get softer in this chair that you're sitting in, or softer on the bed that you're laying on, or however you're standing, letting the body soften in certain kinds of ways. Even just in the mouth or the jaw. With every exhalation, just inviting any kind of holding or tensing to release down and out. Really letting the jaw, the embouchure, go slack. Letting the mouth open as that energy releases down and out of your body, the exhalation. The body lifts a little bit with the inhalation that naturally comes in, and letting it fall down and out. Keep bringing attention down to your sit bones, your legs, to your feet. Letting the breath fall out of you. You can even let yourself sigh audibly if you'd like. Might sound something like letting the whole mouth, jaw, cheeks, body soften as that exhalation sighs out of you. Letting the shoulders drop down. You can sigh as well with the mouth closed. That can help regulate the amount of oxygen coming in and out if the mouth is closed, but it's okay if the mouth is open. And even with the mouth closed, there can be that audible sigh as the breath comes down and out of the body. Really inviting the body to soften and kind of sink into this object that you're connecting with, even if it's just gravity. But more tangibly into the chair or what you're sitting with or upon. Bring attention down and out. Bring attention down and out with every exhalation. Thoughts may be coming in, things to solve, problems to fix. Just notice that the mind may still be going, may be rapid firing. There may still be a sense of anxiety. Just acknowledging that in this moment. You may even say, oh, yep, there's those thoughts, or high thoughts, or I know these thoughts are here, and I'm just going to connect to my breath as it goes down and out for just another moment. Just one moment. Maybe the mind goes again. That's okay. The next exhalation, just bringing your attention to the body, the breath going down and out. Despite what the mind may be saying, there is no right or wrong way to be breathing or sitting. The invitation is to simply notice that there is sitting happening and there is a breathing out that is also happening, and to be conscious with that as you are able to be conscious with it as that happens. And it always happens. There's always an inhale coming and there's always an exhale that leaves. And that rhythm, that movement of being breathed happens 24 hours a day. Sometimes we can notice it more than others. So just allowing that to be as it is. And as you notice that exhalation, letting the body sigh its tension out with it. Sigh its efforting or trying out with every exhalation. However that is possible for you. Again, you may kind of lean into an audible sigh to really feel it. Or it may be silent, and that's either way is perfect. If the body wants to move around a little bit, just invite it. You may even want to stretch a little bit. Your eyes may want to open occasionally just to kind of connect to your environment. And particularly if having the eyes closed exasperates a sense of threat or danger or anxiety, you can open the eyes to consciously connect with your environment. To consciously notice, okay, the body, the physiology may be experiencing some kind of exasperation, or it may be seeming that some kind of threat is happening, and I can see with my eyes that I am in a safe space, that the walls are secure, that no one's coming at me, even though it may feel like it inside. In this reality here, no one is coming. Now that may not feel good, or that may feel good. If there's a sense of nobody's coming to help me, you might remind yourself that you are here with you. And in this moment, I am here with you. And we are here together. Even if this is just a recording, energy is interesting. I'm still here with you in some kind of way. Again, keeping the eyes open or closed, whatever feels best for you. And just pay attention to what does feel best for your system. There is no right or wrong or good or bad. This is your unique physiology that nobody else has but you. Continuing to feel the breath come down and out, down through the legs to the feet, and just really feeling the solidity of the floor and or the chair under you or behind you. And including a little bit more of you now to really feel the back of your body connecting to a chair or just space, and feeling that's, even if it's just space behind you, that space behind you is there. Or this chair is physically here. Or this floor or ground is here. It is holding your body. Your body is being held. It is not floating at the ceiling or in the sky. It is being held by something, even if it's a sense of gravity or an object of ground. Just feeling that and knowing that this is here to support your being. This breath is also here to support your being, so feeling it go in and out. You can tangibly connect to the way that it comes in through the chest or the belly, and or both. You might have a hand on your chest and a hand on your belly. To feel how the breath is coming in through your being right now, in this very moment. You might feel the front rib cage move with the breath, or the back rib cage move with the breath. You might put your hands, you could cross them over or put them under your armpits and feel the side ribs move. The body go out and back. You can do that with purpose to try to actually engage the hands. Just as a game, not for any sense of right or wrong or because you're supposed to be able to feel them, but just seeing if you can move them with your intention. And maybe not, maybe you don't feel that. So just come back to what you feel with your own sense of breathing, however it's happening. Keep coming back to breath. And if breath is something that's kind of triggering for you, maybe you can't help thinking, am I doing it right? Am I breathing right? I don't think I am. Just come to your feet or come to your sit bones. Or come to something neutral. Anything, your hands, feet, sit bones, could be eyelashes or ears. And keep coming back to noticing this sense of neutrality, however you're connecting with that. Again, whether it's through breath or through feet, etc. Keep curiously coming back to something that is here in this very moment that feels like it invites curious attention. Maybe it's something that you're very familiar with, like your hands or your breath. Maybe it's something unfamiliar, like studying the air coming in through your nostrils and back out of the nostrils. Or maybe it's to study how your jaw or your mouth or your cheeks are positioned. Or maybe you've never really studied what it feels like in your armpits. Just being curious, like, yeah, what is it? What is this area of my being experiencing right now in this moment that requires no figuring out? It just requires noticing. Yet it may change at every moment, whatever you are connecting with, as everything is always changing in every moment. Keep coming back to this moment. Keep coming back to this moment. Keep coming back to this moment. This moment. This moment. This. This. And whatever this is for you. This. Maybe curiously connecting to the simplest of happenings in this moment. What is the most simple that requires no figuring out, no analyzing, no understanding, no even critiquing of right, wrong, good or bad? What is simply factually here in this moment? Breath, the senses. You might notice some kind of scent. You might even purposefully bring a bottle of scent next to you next time you listen to this and inhale and breathe it. That will bring you to the present moment. Maybe there's something taste-wise happening. See visuals happening. With eyes open or closed, visuals happen. So you can notice the simplest of colors, shapes, objects that require no discernment, no analyzing, no understanding. Sound that's here. The sound of my voice. Also just sounds that are just here, require no efforting to perceive. They're just noticed. Touch. Lots of touch happening, and just noticing that sense of touch that's here, under the body, in front of the body, within. It might be very subtle, it might be very overt. Keep coming back to this moment, this breath, this chair, this screen. colors and shapes and sounds, temperatures, other characteristics of wet and dry, cool and warm, tight and relaxed, rising and falling, pressing and lack of pressing. Keep coming back here. Sometimes sitting is just too much when we're really activated, so you can definitely listen to this no matter what you're doing, even if you're walking around, even if you're in the bathtub, or even if you're driving. You can use it to just bring your attention to what you're engaged with in a very practical, simple level. Sometimes sitting still is just not useful, and moving around or engaging in activities is the most kind and helpful way that we can connect to an agitated nervous system. So knowing what your system needs, does it want warmth? Does it want fresh air? Does it want a shower? Does it want to go for a run? Does it want to snuggle under covers? Does it want to watch TV? Does it want some water or some food? Does it want to connect with a friend or connect with anyone, even through email? So just continue to get to know your system and your relationship with your system that you can even have when it's real agitated. And that's just a practice. So just practice having this relationship during times when there's a sense of ease and in times when there's a sense of pressure or agitation or anxiety. Bye for now.